For our education building, we chose the College Avenue Commons located on the Tempe campus. We were able to obtain all the system documents. The building systems were very complex but relatively organized the same way on each floor. The building has an exposed ceiling, so we were able to easily verify where the systems were placed. These are where the structural columns are located that go up through all 5 levels of the building. These programming diagrams show the breakdown of spaces throughout the building. Each level of this education facility ranges from classroom spaces to an ASU retail store. The electricity supply runs very similarly on every floor. There are 2 main corridors in the building where all of the wires run down together. As they pass the different rooms, such as classrooms and collaboration spaces, the electrical wires arm off into each space to supply enough power for those areas. We wanted to focus on understanding the 4 main plumbing lines that went throughout the building on each floor. The 4 pipelines tend to be placed along the same parallel core. It is clear to see that they stay in a similar area and cut through the ceiling from room to room. On each level, the main bathroom stays on the west side of the building, meaning that there is a solid plumbing wall that runs vertically up throughout all 5 levels of the space. An HVAC system is comprised of 3 main systems: variable air volume, which varies the airflow at a constant temperature; fan coil units, which is controlled by a thermostat, so each individual room can be set to a specific temperature, helping regulate comfortable airflow throughout the building; and an air-handled unit, which regulates and circulates air. This system usually connects to a ductwork ventilation system that distributes the conditioned air throughout the building and returns to the AHU. The green circles on these plans indicate where the smoke detectors throughout the building are. They are located evenly throughout the space in order to detect any smoke emerging from the area. The pink and orange squares on the floor plans indicate where the ceiling and wall-mounted audio and visual notification systems are. These are the loud and bright flashing alarm systems that sound when the smoke detectors detect smoke in hopes to prevent a hazardous situation. Also located on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and rooftop levels have smoke trap control panels that swing open to let any smoke escape as it rises to the upper levels. We chose a space on the west side of the 4th floor to give more details on how the different systems interact in a specific area. In this blown up image, you can see how the main hubs of power are wrapping around the bathroom and elevator corridors and arming out into separate rooms. In this space, you can see that all of the plumbing is mainly catering to the bathroom. In the wall next to the sinks, there is a symbol which represents a thermostatic mixing gauge which both the hot and cold water connects to, giving the options of hot or cold water to the bathroom sink. The layout and placement of the smoke detectors, audio and visual notification systems, and smoke trap control panels are spread evenly or located relatively in the same places on each level throughout the building. The water sprinkler supply runs alongside the plumbing systems, which runs down the 2 main corridors and wraps around the various cores that contains the elevators and bathrooms, as you can see in the plan. Pipes break off to supply water in the individual rooms. This area of the building is controlled mainly by the variable air volume systems, which supplies constant temperature rather than constant airflow. This creates more consistent temperature control, reduces compressor wear, lowers energy consumption, creates less noise, and provides additional passive dehumidification. The College Avenue Commons building is a great site to visit to see how multiple building systems work together and can still look aesthetically pleasing while exposed.